There's a moment, usually late at night, when the noise finally settles. That's when you start hearing yourself clearly. I used to think emotions made me honest. If I felt something, I had to express it immediately. It felt real. It felt necessary. But most of the damage I caused came from reacting too fast. Discipline doesn't feel intense. It doesn't need to. It just waits. And most things lose their power when you give them time. For a long time, I confused intensity with strength. If something upset me, I thought reacting immediately proved I cared. Silence felt like weakness. Patience felt like surrender. But looking back, most of my worst decisions were made in moments of heat, not in moments of clarity. Emotion moves fast. It wants resolution. Discipline moves slower. It asks questions first, and most conflicts don't survive that pause. The truth is, not every feeling deserves an action. Some feelings are just signals, not commands. There's something nobody tells you about control. It doesn't feel powerful. It feels almost boring. It feels like saying nothing when you could win the argument. It feels like walking away when your ego wants the last word. It feels like not sending that message, not proving your point, not reacting just because you can. We've been taught that intensity means passion, but intensity is often just noise. Control is quiet. It doesn't rush. It doesn't perform. It doesn't need applause. And most people will never notice it, but your life will. That's the difference. Most of the regret in life doesn't come from silence. It comes from reaction, from words said too quickly, from decisions made too soon, from moments where emotion felt urgent, but clarity wasn't present. Time has a strange effect on emotion. What feels overwhelming tonight often feels smaller tomorrow. What feels like truth in the moment can feel like noise a week later. That's why control matters. Not because it looks strong, but because it protects you from becoming someone you didn't mean to be. And most of the time, the strongest thing you can do is nothing. Sometimes, the strongest version of you is the quietest one, not because it has nothing to say, but because it chooses when to say it. There's a difference between expression and impulse. One builds your life slowly, the other burns through it quickly. Control isn't about suppression, it's about direction. It's not about becoming cold. It's about becoming deliberate. You don't have to win every moment. You don't have to answer every feeling. You don't have to prove your point. Sometimes, strength looks like restraint. Sometimes, growth looks like silence. And when the night gets quiet, when the noise settles, what remains is who you really are when no one is watching.